Okay, start over.
I'm recording this shit.
So, alright.
Oh, I
so
thought it was the bad one.
when I was 10, um, this was before the strudel shit. I was kind of quote unquote babysitting more or less for my neighbor at the time. My neighbor, the house next to mine is kind of rent to own, so the neighbor comes goes. But this one, happened to stay a little bit longer, and I, talked with them, and they're cool. And she was a single mom of 3 kids. Her husband was a soldier who was deployed here in the base that's right next to my town. However, he left her and he got his papers to go somewhere else, so she pretty much got left here. But she made do. She actually found a good job and everything else. Anyway, she was here, and she wanted someone to kind of help her kids get used to the neighborhood, and I've been in the neighborhood for the longest time. So I kind of quote unquote babysitted / kept them at the house and made sure that they didn't do anything dumb. I had her the mom's number, and I knew how to take care of them more or less while she was gone. I would watch them for maybe 2-3 hours out of a day, and I got paid for it, maybe $2 a night. Which, I mean, to a fucking 10-year-old, that's $2 a night, $10 a week. Shit, that could buy me shit. Anyway. I was watching them one night, and really, I gotta say one story before I say the floppy sausage story. So it's gonna be a twofer. You're gonna enjoy yourself. So it's one night. I'm sitting there, and the 3 kids are in order: an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-year-old. Right? It's always easier to remember them that way. They're all 2 years of separation. Not exactly on the same birthday, but they're just 2 years of separation. So the 8-year-old and the 6-year-old, they're sitting on their couch and they're playing Mario Kart, and they're having a gay old time. I mean, they are playing Rainbow Road. They're red shelling, blue shelling, banana peeling each other. And I noticed that the 4-year-old wasn't around. So I was like, huh, interesting. So I start looking around, and there's a slight odor permeating, and it kind of struck me at first, and then it started to grow bigger, and I was like, huh. So at first I thought it was the dinner I was cooking. I was cooking the mac and cheese, right? And I had already taken the noodles off the stove, and I had mixed the cheese together, and I was just waiting a little bit for it to cool down. So I thought it was the cheese or something that was smelling bad, and it wasn't that. It was smelling pretty good in the kitchen. It smelled like good old mac and cheese.
Good old mac and cheese.
So I'm just kind of looking around, chilling, trying to see. So I go into their hallway, and I had noticed that the bathroom door was closed, and I was like, that's kind of weird. So I go over there. In a minute. Okay, are you doing fine in there, little buddy? This is a 4-year-old, mind you. So I ask him, are you doing fine in there? He's like, yeah, just give me a minute. I was like, okay. So I give him a minute, I give him 2 minutes, give him 3 minutes actually. Let's go back over there. No change, no toilet flushing, no nothing. Hey bud, you still doing good? Give me a minute. Okay. I give him like 1 more minute, benefit of the doubt. Go back over there. Bud, we're about to have dinner. I'm gonna need you to come out. Give me a minute. Hey, all right. Look, I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna help you, okay, little buddy? Because I'm gonna need you to come over here. I'm gonna help you clean up. And I'm thinking he's just having a trouble, washing his hands. So I heard water running. So I'm thinking he can't reach the sink or something. It's like, all right. So he's a 4-year-old, right? And he probably maybe had 1 or 2 screws loose. He was taught and told by his mother, when you have to go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom. He knew that much. He got that nailed down to a fucking T. However, what his mother had failed to teach him was the fact of where you go in the bathroom. So, I open up this door, and it's shit. Literal shit everywhere. This 4-year-old managed to drop huge hunking masses of turds on the floor. He then realized that he fucked up. So know what he tried to do? He tried to take his shit and he tried to put it into the toilet. But somehow he messed that shit up and he put it right next to it. So his hands, his tiny little grubby 4-year-old hands are now covered in fecal matter. So he goes and he gets his nice mom's like towels. They aren't the throwaway towels that you use to take a shower or you put it at the bottom of the floor because it's kind of leaking a little bit.
These are display towels.
These are the display towels. The Bath and Body Works towels that the models would use, right? And these are like nice embroidered white towels.
Ooh.
And he takes it, and he takes his fecal matter covered hands, and he all over the towel. He then takes another towel, not the same one. If he just used one, it probably wouldn't have been too bad. You know, you can just throw away the set, and it's not too bad. But no, he takes another towel, and he tries to pick up the poop again. So he does it, and it drops again. And his hands are still grubby and shit, and oh, there are brown splotch hand marks on the mirror that drag down like fucking Call of Duty zombies, like on the pack-a-punch machines and shit. There's shit on the stream, like it's all like streamlined on the tub. There's just shit everywhere. I don't know how much shit this kid had in him, but my god. So he's freaking out. He's trying to clean, but the little fucker is just making it worse for himself. So I'm like, oh my god. So I put him in the tub, and like I turn on the shower, and you know I try to like scrub him down as best I can, and I'm using one of the throwaway towels to like get everything else cleaned, and then I heard the front door unlock. Son of a bitch. Mom comes home.
No, you have to explain how you heard it open, because like this wasn't just generic. You hear the unlocking door. No, it was like that slow, like serial killer. Like they're coming in the house.
Mind you, like
you can hear every individual like lock socket turning.
Mind you,
like consecutively. It's fall.
Like in this house, right? Since it's rent to own, the people that actually own the house for it to be rented wanted to go with an older theme, and they picked up a door that was from a European country. Like it's handcrafted, everything. It even has little iron slots where the old like portcullis window hole used to be. It's a really nice looking door. However, there's like a lock on there, and you know you heard the it's a thud lock, and you just heard the like door open, and then the close. I'm like, fuck.
Your life
and
flashed
like,
before your
kids,
eyes.
I'm home. So I'm like, fuck. So she hears the thing running, and she comes in, and like I'm freaking out because I'm like, look, I'm so sorry. He went to go to the bathroom, and he's like, it's never happened before. So she's freaking out too, and the kid's like, mommy, well, look what I've done. And I'm like, shh. I wanted to tell him to shut the fuck up, but he can't do that in front of his mom.
Fuck up.
So, no, and she's like, oh, okay, we're gonna have to clean this. So yeah, we spent the next like 20 minutes cleaning everything, and she had to throw away her towel set because she had 2 more good towels, but she doesn't have the set anymore. So I think I actually ended up taking one of the other clean towels and just using it for myself. Still have it probably in my cupboard somewhere. Anyway, moral of the story, the 4-year-old was then taught, like from then on, to sit his like ass on the porcelain throne and not shat everywhere that is not the porcelain throne. So, next part. So, a couple days later, and I kept my eye on the 4-year-old because I know damn well what would happen if you leave a 4-year-old unattended in the bathroom. So, I have my eye on him, and I hand him a Wiimote. And him and the 8-year-old are playing Mario Kart. And I think they're on Koopa Beach this time. Koopa Beach, Rainbow Road again, I don't know. Having a gay old fucking time. Right?
Aw.
So,
Gotta go to bed.
So they're playing around, but the 6-year-old is strangely missing. So I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
God damn.
No,
So
you
I checked the
didn't.
bathroom for safe measure. Not there. I checked the garage for whatever reason. Not there. Check the kitchen. Check the pantry. So I go back in the hallway. Check the bathroom one more time. And then I noticed that the mom's room, like, their door is ajar and the light's kind of turned on. Like, huh, that's weird. I remember her closing it. So I go over there. And as I start to approach, the 6-year-old runs out of the room in a blinding speed. And I'm like, what the hell? And as I look back into the mom's room, I noticed that one of her dresser drawers was undone. Now, mind you, I said she is a single mother, right? Well,
Oh,
if she's
no.
a single mother, she ain't got a man, so she's got to use other means to facilitate her wants and desires. And she was, for lack of a better word, a very promiscuous woman. She enjoyed her toys. And it just so happened that her 6-year-old had found her more flexible ones. He had run out of the room with 2 bright-colored dildos. And I am talking bright-colored. Bright blue and bright pink dildos. And he tosses one to the 4-year-old. And this kid, at the top of his lungs, screams, "Floppy sausage!" And he tosses it, and he just starts waylaying his 4-year-old brother across the face with this floppy dildo. I mean, it is not like a cute little sword fight that you would do in the Dollar General. I mean, you hear an audible as like this dildo comes across the 4-year-old's face, but it doesn't hurt the 4-year-old. The 4-year-old's laughing, so 4-year-old takes his
He got smacked
new
with his dick.
his new pink sword that he thinks he's having, and he's just like trying to slap the 6-year-old. And mind you, the 6-year-old's like maybe a foot, like 2 feet taller than his 4-year-old brother. So all this 4-year-old is doing is just slapping his 6-year-old brother's thighs with a pink dildo. So all you hear is a over and over again, while the like 6-year-old is just slapping his like 4-year-old with like the blue colored dildo. So and he's kind of hitting him against the cheek a little bit. So you kind of hear the like little sound. And other times he's just hitting him on top of the head, so it's a like thud.
Oh,
So I'm
God.
trying to break them apart because I knew what they were. You know, I didn't understand the sexual context. I just knew what they were, and I knew they shouldn't have been playing with it. So I'm trying to break them up. So I'm like trying to separate them, right? Like a fucking school rent-a-cop trying to separate 2 black girls after one calls the other one a fake ass ratchet like skank. So I'm trying to separate them, and they're fucking starting hitting me with this shit, right? And you know, they're hitting my arm, they're hitting everything else. So I'm like, God damn it! So I tried to grab it, and when I say I tried to grab dildos, I probably made a mistake because their mom, and I came to this realization later on, they had a very busy mom. She had enough time to get off. She just didn't have enough time to rinse off, including her toys.
No.
So as I
Kitties
grabbed
and
it, my hand slicked off. So these kids are slapping each other with their vaginal residue covered dildos.
God. Okay.
So I try to break them open, but guess who just happened to come in as I'm trying to separate them? That's right, Kersunk. Mom comes in, and she sees me trying to break them apart, and she sees the despair in my eyes and the need for help. So she calls them by name,